Welcome to the Hoops Culture Podcast where we talk about all things basketball. We're back. Sorry I haven't been uploading on Fridays. I've been really busy. Schoolwork and everything. It's pretty stressful, usual stuff with school. But we're back. We are back today. Can't wait to talk about this episode today. We're gonna talk about some more light topics, nothing too crazy. It's gonna be great. So, a little under the weather still. It's terrible weather outside. It gets everyone sick, and then stuff happens. But NBA players who should get traded this season. Yes, yes, yes. A lot of NBA players should be traded this season. Due to terrible fits, uh, inter problems, or just need to find a new home. Just not the team for them, or the team needs to go in a different direction. So yeah, we're gonna talk about that. But before we do, I have a question. Do people want to see NBA 2K22 on this My League stuff? I would love to do that, or it's called MyNBA now. Yeah, I sold out and bought NBA 2K22. Yes, yes, I wanted to buy it. I thought, why not? Let's do it. There's nothing else to play, so I got that instead of FIFA, Madden, or anything else. So yeah, we'll have other gameplays eventually of just like good games, not trash games. But yeah, 2K. I really like it's all the money I had to buy it, so I said, why not? Let's buy it. Hopefully, in the future, we make a lot more money, so better stuff. But yeah, I want to do my NBA stuff. It's just like I don't want it to be too repetitive. I want to make it fun. So a lot of challenges. If you guys want to see that, comment down below. Yes, or if you don't want to see it, just don't even comment. Then I'll see how it is. But yeah, NBA players who should get traded this season. We got a lot of guys who, well, a couple of them not really too much into the spotlight, but some are definitely in the spotlight. So the first guy, Bradley Beal. Excuse me. Yes, Bradley Beal. The Washington Wizards, I think the whole time of just trying to get him a good player just hasn't worked. I mean, Westbrook Westbrook said to him, "Leave the Wizards. Go to a different team." Before he left. That should mean something. If your players are telling you to leave, you should leave. You should leave. The fit just hasn't worked. You know, he had a chance to leave, but he wanted to sign an extension. I don't know why. They're not going to win anything. Um, you know, I get the loyalty, but at some point, you want to be remembered for greatness, not just for scoring a lot of points on a very bad team that will either make the eighth seed at most or just be 10 through 12 in the East. So yeah, he needs to he needs to leave. The trade I got a little interesting. I got them calling up the Dallas Mavericks, saying, "Look, you guys have a disgruntled star. We do. Let's do a swap." The Dallas Mavericks will receive Bradley Beal, and the Washington Wizards will receive Kristaps Porzingis, Josh Green, two first round picks, and a second. I don't think either team says no. I mean, Kristaps Porzingis is a star. He's a star. I don't care what nobody says. He's a star. He's a great player. He's had his up and downs. Kind of went into a situation that doesn't really fit his style. That what he thought. He thought he was going to be the best player. That was wrong. Luka Doncic is the star player, the best player, the guy who will, always hold the ball. He got frustrated by that. I don't see him being on the Dallas Mavericks. I think you pair Luka Doncic with Bradley Beal. That's a problem. That's a great backcourt. Amazing. One of the best backcourts in the league. The scoring and Luka could do a lot of stuff that Westbrook couldn't, like shoot the ball, actually, you know, just facilitate a little better, not take dumb shots, and I really would think this works perfect. And for the Wizards, you get a young player who's 25, 26 years old, Josh Green, who looks like a promising player in the league. Some picks. Kristaps could be their star for the future. They're not in any they're not in any rush to win, so let all these guys just try to play together and see what happens. There's no point of rushing yourself with Bradley Beal if you guys aren't going to win. Trade him, get some pieces. I think this trade works perfect. But yes, Bradley Beal to the Dallas Mavericks. I love it. Next star on the list. He's on the it's in the news every day. He was probably the biggest story in the offseason. Ben Simmons, the Philadelphia 76ers. Yeah, the news came out about him. Excuse me. Shit. Yeah. The 76ers won't pay his $8 million because he missed training camp. I mean, it's just a really ugly situation. I just need to hear the Woj bomb when he leaves. That would be great. I can't wait to see that. Uh, Bring some life back into basketball. Or I would like to see the drama. Just see how he does when he's on the team. Kind of like how James Harden was last year with the 10 games that he played with Houston. So that would be really fun to see too. But you know, I would love to see Ben Simmons on this team specifically. I think this trade works perfect. Ben Simmons to the Minnesota Timberwolves with his boy Karl Anthony Towns in exchange for D'Angelo Russell, Josh Okogie, a first round pick in 2 seconds. Yeah, D'Angelo Russell getting traded to another team. What's new? I think it'll be his, I believe, I think his 15th. Yeah, 15th. Shit. Um, it kind of sucks because we all know he's a great player. He just can't stay healthy. He's made out of glass. I feel bad because I want to see D'Angelo Russell like how he was in Brooklyn or in Golden State. He was really good on Golden State. People forget that. Josh Koji, good player. His stats kind of declined every year, but it's not bad. Ben Simmons, I think, fits great with Karl Anthony Towns. Karl Anthony Towns finally has someone who could play defense on a team. Um, I think he could really help out, especially since Towns is willing to get out of the post and kind of like spot up a bit. Uh, Only fit that kind of like questions me is how Anthony Edwards fits, but I could see Ben Simmons just working with him a lot better than he did with Embiid. D'Angelo Russell, I think he fits well with Joel Embiid. That's he just wanted a point guard who could shoot. Obviously, the defense drops off a tremendous amount. But I think he could be really, really good with them. Shoot the ball, lights out, ice in his veins. Josh Okogie will be a really good rotational guy for them, especially playing defense. Exactly what they needed. More defenders. And I don't know if they're going to be. I think they could go a little bit more farther than what they did with Ben Simmons. Excuse me. Had some water. Yeah. I think it fits well for both teams. Timberwolves possibly make the playoffs with that, and the 76ers stay good. So it's a win-win for both sides. Yeah, I don't know. Both these players have had their dramas throughout their careers. Really, really interesting players. D'Angelo Russell, obviously, with Nick Young, recording Nick cheating, like talking about cheating, which was kind of messed up, honestly. Like that's your boy, and you're gonna do that. Your teammate, like it's messed like because you gotta see the guy every day at practice, at games, and like the other guys really just didn't want to pass to him. And then you got Ben Simmons with the whole 76ers stuff. So It's really been bad for these guys, but D'Angelo Russell seemed to mature, and I don't know about Ben Simmons, but yeah. That's it for this guy. Next, excuse me. Holy shit. Next is a guy who a lot of people call trash for no reason when he's the best thing that has happened to the squad in a couple of years. And this guy is named Colin Sexton. Yes, Colin Sexton. Um, I don't know why the Cavs do want to trade him, but this is actually a thing that's happening. The only guys that are untouchable, Darius Garland. Wait, am I saying that right? What the hell? What? Yeah, Darius Garland. Why did I have a brain fart? I'm sorry. Darius Garland and Evan Mobley are the only guys untouchable. Especially makes no sense because you signed up Jared Allen, locked him up for like 4 years, and then you got Isaac Okoro and Colin Sexton. Makes no sense. I don't get it. Cavs are messed up. But yeah, I think he should get traded if they are going to do it, 'cause it's leaning towards that they will. Trade Colin Sexton. Nothing. It's not like they had a bad relationship. They just don't want him. So I feel like if you were to trade him, you call up Toronto and say, "Yo, let's salary dump him." I guess. You get Goran Dragic, Speed Mikhaik, Isaac Bonga, Justin Champagne, and a first round pick, top five protected. I don't think the Raptors will be that good. Um, but I don't think they will be that bad, so that would work in the Cavs' favor. And the Raptors get Cedi Osman and Colin Sexton, which, you know, kind of elevates the Raptors a little bit. They get their franchise point guard set, and you get a good player in Cedi Osman who could do most things better than a lot of guys. Just this all around solid player. The Cavs kind of like just get some salary fillers, possibly release Goran Dragic, and you get a first round pick out of it. So yeah, I mean they really I guess don't want Colin Sexton for some reason. I heard they were gonna trade him to the Knicks. I heard Miami. It was so stupid. He's not a bad player. The guy averages 24 points a game. So so yeah, I don't understand this, but I think if they were to trade him there, you trade him to the Toronto Raptors. So yeah. Next player on the list. He's a rapper. Pretty good rapper, underrated actually. I like his music quite a lot. Um Great shooter, just great all around point guard. Second best point guard in the league. Damian Lillard, Dame Dollar from the Portland Trailblazers. Yeah, I don't think that tenure is going to last any longer. I feel like Dame deserves to go on a winning culture somewhere where I think he would fit perfect. Perfect. And a lot of people haven't talked about this. I don't know why someone's calling me. I'm sorry about that. But yeah, I don't know why I lost my train of thought. I don't know why people think that this doesn't fit for both teams because I feel like the Celtics should move on from this one certain person, and I just spoiled my own trade. Yeah, trades with the Celtics. You send Damian Lillard, Cody Zeller, and a second round pick to Boston, and the Trailblazers receive Peyton Pritchard, Dennis Schroeder, Romeo Langford, and the best part, Jalen Brown. Yes. Before we get into Damian Lillard, let's talk about Jalen Brown's fit with Jason Tatum. Uh, I don't think they fit well. A lot of anonymous players and coaches who used to play or get coach in Boston said these guys don't work together because all they want to do is just score the ball, so none of them compromise. They just there to just score points. What's the point of that? If one's not compromising, they're just two young guys who are just trying to score. That doesn't lead to wins, and it was shown. It was shown in the season. It doesn't lead to wins. Jalen Brown had a great season, but it didn't lead to wins. They were seventh in the East. So yeah, I think it's time for both of these guys to find new teams. So Damian Lillard, I think, fits really well on the Celtics with Jason Tatum. Jason Tatum gets a bona fide superstar on his squad. That duo would be a force to be reckoned with. Damian Lillard, clutch performer. Jason Tatum's also clutch. You might have that little problem of who's the alpha male, but I believe um, Damian Lillard and Jason Tatum could really, really do some damage in the playoffs. And on the Trailblazer side, you get Jaylen Brown, who's a tremendous defender, fit right in with CJ McCollum. CJ has someone who could play defense on his team now. You lose that shooting and the scoring of Damian Lillard, but you do gain an amazing defender, all NBA type defender in Jaylen Brown. Dennis Schroeder is still a quality player. Romeo Langford has potential, but hasn't really shown it that much. Peyton Pritchard could be your backup for the future. He's great. I love his game a lot. And yeah, I think this trade works well for both teams, and hopefully something like this can get done. Next player, he's had a rough go in the NBA. I'll be honest, real rough go. Um, really tough. He's a 2019 first round pick. Played in Duke with the likes of R.J. Barrett and Zion Williamson. Had a lot of potential going into the NBA, but that has just failed to showcase that on this team. And that is Cameron Reddish. Yeah, Cam Reddish. Oh, I know he has talent. Just the raw talent. I think he needs to change the scenery. It's not the Hawks' fault. They have really had a lot of guys who blossom for them. He just doesn't fit nowhere near on the squad. So I believe the Atlanta Hawks should ship him off somewhere else. And that somewhere else is Detroit. Yeah, Detroit's rebuilding. Why not get him as your starting small forward and see how it goes with Cade Cunningham, Jeremy Grant, Killian Hayes? Just see how that goes. You guys aren't winning anyways. Test it out. Maybe he could be a great player for you. The trade details come up as Hamidou Diallo, Corey Joseph, a 2023 second round pick, and a 2027 first round pick for Cam Reddish straight up. I think this is perfect for both teams. The Hawks get some more depth, veteran leadership, a man who won a championship, Corey Joseph, and you got Hamidou Diallo, who's an athletic defender, which is something the Hawks would really value. And the Pistons get Cam Reddish, who could really be a great player in the league. I don't know about an all-star, but close to all-star. I mean, he has a lot of potential. He's a Paul George-esque player. He plays, I believe he could be very good in the league. And yeah, Cam Reddish to the Detroit Pistons. I think that's something we could see. And yeah. Next player. He's a Houston Rocket, former Washington Wizard. Real former super, I think close to superstar. He was great in his prime. Injuries kind of derailed his career a bit, but he's still a quality player despite his contract being extremely high. That is John Wall. Yes, John Wall. Kind of forgot about John Wall. Damn. John Wall was one of my favorite players. Watching him in Washington, he was so fun to watch. Saw him live like twice. He's really. He was good. He was very good. Yeah. John Wall on the Houston Rockets. They will not play him until they find a trade spot for him. Well, yeah, they're not going to play him in general. They're not going to play him. He will be on the team until they find the trade spot. And I think this place is perfect for him because he has a relationship with the superstar player there. So, go to the Clippers. Yes, the Clippers. Clippers send Nicholas Batum, Eric Bledsoe, Luke Kennard, and Keon Johnson for John Wall in a first-round pick. Yes, John Wall would fit perfect with Paul George. Knowing they have a relationship together, I would just love to see it. Houston gets some key guys. You know, you got Eric Bledsoe, Luke Kennard, who's a young player, Keon Johnson. Yeah. Excuse me. Houston really has to get John Wall out of there because with the first round pick, because nobody's going to take him unless it comes with a first round pick, especially with that with that contract, and the Clippers need a first round pick. John Wall is their starting point guard. You get a guy who could probably revive his career there, being a third option, not having to do too much. You'll see a new John Wall, and Houston get some salary fillers, possible trade pieces for the future. So yeah, I like that. I like that trade a lot. Last but not least, also one of my favorite players in the league, and you guys are probably when you hear his name, you're gonna be like, "What the hell? Why is he one of your favorite players?" Yeah, he's one of my favorite players in the league. Like I loved him in college. I like him in the NBA. He's a good player when he plays. But he had a whole scandal with the 76ers of just I don't know, that jump shot was disgusting. But man, he could play. He just really had confidence issues and just bad memory, bad what do you call it? Just like just shot sucked for a while. That's it. But that player is Markel Fultz. Yes, Markel Fultz. I think he's a great player. But the Magic, I don't know what the Magic are doing. They're rebuilding so weird. So they're just stacking up on point guards. They have about 4 or 5 point guards right now. They got Markel Fultz, uh, what you call it, R.J. Hampton, Cole Anthony, and Jalen Suggs. 4 point guards who could play. Why are you stocking up on point guards? Get other positions. I get you got Franz Wagner, but like you didn't really have to get Jalen Suggs. You could have got someone else. It's so weird. I don't like that what they're doing. They were rebuilt so weird. I remember they were stacking up on centers and power forwards. Now they're stacking up on point guards. Everyone told them they need a point guard, so they got 4 point guards. And then when everybody told them they need a center, they got 5 centers. Makes no sense. But yeah, I got him going to a team that I think he could start on. And that's the New Orleans Pelicans. Yeah, and New Orleans, they need a point guard, no Alonzo Ball. Um, I don't know if they're really trying to run Zion as a LeBron-esque player, but I think Markel Fultz running the point guard spot would actually be a very good thing for them because he's a good player, young player who can run, jump, just like them and pass the ball. His shooting is obviously still not the best, but his shooting getting better. Love to see that. Love to see him in New Orleans. The trade deal details would be like Thomas Satoransky going to Orlando, Kyra Lewis Jr., and a 2022 second round pick from Utah, and a 22 second round pick from Orlando, and Markel Fultz going straight there. I think this is perfect. Works on both ends. Kyra Lewis is a young point guard who would probably be good for Orlando. I mean, out of the 4 they have. So yeah, very, very interesting. Marco Fultz, hopefully he can revive his career and possibly become an all-star in the future. I hope. He's dealt with so much, especially just mental stuff, man. Everybody calling you terrible, but shout out to Marco Fultz. He overcame all that, and he's a good player. But up until he got hurt, man, up until he got hurt, he was looking really good in the season. So yeah, that's it for today's episode. Let me know in the comments if you want to see my NBA content on NBA 2K22, and yeah, peace.